Going live. Welcome, welcome. Tuesday evening here in New Zealand, 7 p.m. And thank you so much for your patience with me having to change. I'm just turn the volume down on that. Change the evening. My son has basketball now on a Wednesday night, and normally I would be doing my live Wednesday, and his game is 7:45. So don't think I can possibly do this both at the same time at the basketball court. So I've had to change the evening to Tuesday. So thank you so much for your patience, but I'm hoping it won't make much of a difference to people. So I'm Karen Hedler from KarenHedler.com, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in New Zealand. And thank you once again for joining me. Tonight, I really want to share some, kia ora, Nicolette. Welcome. I am going to be sharing some new things tonight. And one of them is the colour Fresh Freesia, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to flick you over to the desktop and we will get started. Now I'm just using a new setup, so just make sure that I am going to be smooth. Okay, there we go. Desktop, fantastic. So, hi Shani, welcome. Thank you so much, everybody. And once again, just apologise for the change of time. But as I was just saying, my son's playing basketball now on a Wednesday night. So I just want to firstly introduce you to the colour Fresh Freesia. This is the Fresh Freesia colour. Beautiful, beautiful, light sort of lilac colour. And I just wanted to compare it with the other colours. So this is Highland Heather. So when you put it next to this, it does look a little bit pinkish, I must admit. And this is Gorgeous Grape. And now I'm not too sure about this colour. I don't know what you think, but this is Blackberry Bliss. Now I think it has a sort of a purple tinge to it. I don't know what you think, but it is a little bit purpley, I feel. So I've put it in here with this. I'm not quite sure what colour group it belongs to, but I've put it in with the purple. Now, as I said, this looks a little bit pinkish when you compare it to that, but then I brought in the Blushing Bride, and it definitely is not a pink when you compare it to that colour. So just a good comparison with all of these different colours. So bearing this in mind, I wanted to use now, where are they? The Gorgeous. I don't know if you've seen these. These are the Ombre Gift Bags and are in the catalogue as well. And these are in all the in colours. So lovely lipstick, Fresh Freesia, Soft Succulent, Pale Papaya, and Evening Evergreen. So we're just going to be decorating one of these tonight, just to show you how you can use them. Perfect for giving a gift to somebody. Okay, so let's bring this over because we're going to be using that. But I'll just show you a couple of the bags that I have done. So this is what we're going to be doing tonight, but this is the same sort of thing in the green, in the Evening Evergreen. So super easy to do, and what a lovely sort of added bonus to a gift when you present it in something like this, I feel. Okay, so I've already done the back. So one of the other things I want to show you is the new Plenty of Patterns Decorative Mask. I don't know if you guys there like decorative masks. I certainly do, and there's lots of ways that you can use them. And tonight I'm going to be doing it with some ink, but you can use them with embossing paste, all sorts of things, watercolor, etc. But I'm going to use the blending brush tonight with the Fresh Freesia and just decorate a little bit of this. Okay. So just showing you the back again. I'm just randomly going to do it on the back, on the front. Now there's no set way to do it. The only thing I would have to say is you have to be careful when you are using the brush near the edge, because it will give you a line. So I've kept that, always keeping the line in this middle section, because I'm going to be covering that up. So when you get near the edges, just take it a little bit lighter. So just going to add a few layers here. It is just such a quick way to add some beautiful texture and pattern to anything, really. And it doesn't matter. Often I will, when I'm using my brushes, I will actually tap off, but I want to have different depths of color in this, so that some areas are dark and some areas are light. So I'm not worried about, you know, the dark being in some areas. So as you can see that comes out absolutely beautifully. Okay, and let's do one here. It is so quick and easy with these blending brushes. Honestly, the color just goes on so beautifully. And one little bit there. Right. They are gorgeous bags, aren't they, Nicolette? I really, really like them, actually. I just love the ombre look on them, and they're so pretty. Right, let's put that away. Now, the paper I decided to use is from the Pansy suite. I have not actually, I know there'll be a lot of people surprised out there, but I actually haven't bought this suite. It is absolutely gorgeous, but I've resisted thus far, though I've seen some absolutely stunning cards made with it. But I did get the designer series paper, which is beautiful and has all the in colors in the papers. So I selected, let me just make sure. I love the gingham. One of the reasons I got it was the gingham. I actually really, really like gingham. And there's got the fresh Freesia gingham and the soft succulent. So absolutely perfect, because the paper, and the paper we're going to use is this one. And I don't know if you can see from there or if you've seen this paper, but it's got a bee in it. So absolutely stoked about that. Love bees, as you know, and I just love the color palette of this. So let's pop that to one side. And just going to stick that on. So I'll just grab my glue, my trolley, which has gone for a bit of a hike over there. Let's move that away as well. Oops. And we'll pop that there. And next I have actually done a bit of pre-prepping. I have cut out one of the pansies. So that is the other great thing about the designer series paper. There is always, and in fact, some of the dies from this suite do cut out the flowers and the leaves from the designer series paper. I know that our CEO, Sarah, just put something on recently about how many you can get out of each sheet. I have to find it and put it up, but it is a lot on these sheets with the dies that are in with this bundle, or suite, I should say. Okay, so I am going to pop that up on dimensionals. And I'm only going to put a couple in the middle because I'm going to put the leaves underneath. So I want to leave a bit of space. Right, wasn't too sure which way they go up, but I decided this was the way, probably upside down, but that's all right. Okay, now I'm just going to put the leaves underneath. Now I'm just going to glue those. So one there, and I put one of the darker in the evening evergreen, and then I'm going to put one of the lighter ones on top. So I hope everyone is well. It seems funny. I'll be out of sync. I was out of sync this morning. Actually, I was telling someone, because I knew I had a live tonight. I was telling someone that it was actually Wednesday, and they were getting very confused, and I ended up very confused, and it was all because I've changed the night of my live. So yes. Okay, now the other thing that I wanted to share with you, and this is actually not associated with the stamp set in the catalogue, and it is called the Iconic Dies, and this has something of everything in this die set, but absolutely is amazing. It has toadstools, flowers, bird, silver fern, absolutely wonderful silver fern, branch, some flowers, and of course a gorgeous bee. So going to be using that bee tonight and some of these gold, some of these flowers. And I have used, see, I'm telling you, it's all lots of new things to share with you tonight. The gold and rose gold metallic specialty paper. Now, I don't know if you've seen this in the catalogue. It is beautiful. It's 6 by 6, and you get 4 of each colour. And it looks really rough, actually, but it's really, really smooth, and it is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Really has a fantastic sparkle, which you probably can't see there, but it is beautiful. So I've cut out the bee and the flowers using that. Now I've used the tag punch to cut out from that gold paper as well, and a white one. And I've also used the stencil to just add a bit of colour to that, just using what was left on the brush so that it wasn't too dark. And I don't know if you've seen on this punch, this is really, really handy. This punch has a line you can punch out or a dot, and I wanted a dot at the top of this punch. So, and I've forgotten the name of this punch. I'll have to put that down in the notes. I do apologize. But if anyone out there knows what it's called, they can tell me. There we go. So popped a little hole in that for the string. And I'm going to glue this bee on there. There we go. Isn't it just beautiful? Not that I'm biased that it's a bee or anything, but I do think it's rather cute. Okay, so next thing, I have got some of the open weave ribbon, and this is the in color, and really nice and soft and silky like this ribbon. I don't know if you can see that from there. It's probably going blurry when I've got too close to the screen, but I'm going to just tie a bow at the top. Now, I always tend to do my bows upside down. For some reason, it's obviously the way I do it, but if I tie them upside down, they sit better than if I tie them up the right way. So let's just, so I've done it reasonably firm because I don't want it too loose. And then it's Label Me Fancy Punch. Thank you, Shani. Thank you very much. I honestly, I look up these things and think, oh, I remember that. But there were so many things I had to share with you tonight that I knew I'd forget something. Thank you very much. Label Me Fancy. Well, it's very, very handy punch. It not only has the tag in it, but it has those 2 extra bits as well, which is really, really good to have. There we go. It'll be right in a minute because I'm going to use, now this is the secret weapon. I'll do that in a moment. Now, I'm just going to use a bit of, this is from the snail mail suite, actually, this twine, but there is some twine in the new annual catalogue as well. So let's just pop that through there. And probably cut way too much off, but I find I'm much easier tying bows if I've got a bit of length than if it's short. Right. There we go. So I'll just fix that up a little bit. That just keeps it on. And it does look pretty too, having the white twine as well. And I've just undone that. Oh, with my nail. Ah. Always, that's the one thing I find really hard doing on lives, I must admit. Tying bows when people are watching. Now, get in there. There we go. That's better. Okay, so just to keep that neat and tidy. Now, what's happened there with the... I don't know about you, but those glue dots come in extremely handy. I've tied that up under there actually, but I will fix that up later. I don't want you to see me fiddling around with this all night. I use a glue. Tying bows is always tricky. Yes, and when people are watching, it's even trickier. I'll have to undo this, and I've tied that up the wrong way when I'm doing this, but that's okay because everything is fixable. See if I can just pull it down now. You want to have the bow looking pretty, so it's got to sit well, doesn't it? And then, and I've really stuffed this one up, excuse the language, but there we go. I will put that like that for now, and then I'm going to come back. So just use a glue dot. That's what I was going to say, to magically put everything in place, and I will come back and sort that out. So I will just show you the finished product, something I prepared earlier. I have popped the 3 flowers here, and I've got that glue dot on my finger. I've popped the 3 flowers that I've die cut out, and I have used the elegant faceted gems just to pop in the middle of those. And I just love it. I just think this colour is beautiful, fresh freesia. So if you haven't given it a close look yet, I really would advise you to have a look. I love the technique, that iconic set so much. Yes, don't overlook in the catalogue, but so good. It's so easy to overlook in the catalogue because it's not associated with a stamp set. So often you just look at the stamp sets that when you're looking at a bundle. So yes, I really would advise people to have a look at this. It is so versatile. Has so much in it. I've already used this for a card, and I've silver embossed it for a silver fern. So absolutely wonderful. So I hope you have been inspired with fresh freesia and these gorgeous gift bags and the iconic dies, and you would like to purchase them, of course, just like me. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for popping in at the new time. Don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. If you go to my blog, www.karenhadler.com, then you'll be kept up to date with all the news and tips and all sorts of things. So really fantastic. And I also give you a free tutorial when you sign up. So take care, and I will see you all again next week. Bye.